Giants Bengals on EA Sports as we come to you from Cincinnati, Ohio for today's game.
Back in your days when you had to take on a team from the AFC, didn't know them all that well. What was it like as we have this little interconference matchup today?
Well, I thought back in those days, Jim, we were about ready to show them what toughness and hard-hitting was. Today it's a little different. But I'll tell you this NFC team, they are a hard-hitting bunch.
This game has officially begun. Harris going to test the coverage here. Brought down at the 20. That return's good for about 23. The Bengals set at the line. Dime package. Jennings in the backfield. Single back set. And it's Geno Atkins there to meet him. Second down now. And it's swatted away.
And here's a look at the defensive line. We'll try to control the trenches today. Third down now. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
Vereen, the lone setback this time. And that's going to be a 3-and-out.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
Defense now signaling for a timeout.
The Giants showing no fear this stage of the game, and they're going to go for it.
Playing press coverage to the outside.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
The reception by Beckham.
The Giants do a really terrific job picking up that fourth down play that time. It gives them an emotional lift. And look at the defense. They are down because they gave it up.
Press coverage all the way. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
When the offense crosses the 50-yard line on defense, you have to be careful now because it gives the offense a little confidence. And what they're going to do here, they're looking for the big play down the field for that quick score. So on defense, you better play safe.
At the line of scrimmage, the 41. The Giants come out. Jumbo package on the field. Ray Maualuga in on that last tackle.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. An extra tight end on the field for this one.
And Jennings got the carry once more.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Quarters formation here for the defense. 1st and 10. Jennings handed the football.
Well, he's in the NFL because of this, because this guy can break tackles. Good job on that play.
Second down coming up.
This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
Manning's lined up. 2 tight ends set. Running right through the trenches. All set up now at the 16. Third and 3. Flip to the outside. Pure determination. What a run. Touchdown. They take the lead here late in the first quarter with the touchdown.
Yeah, nothing like it. Before that first quarter was up, they found a way to get into the end zone and get that score to take the lead. And, hey, that's a good feeling.
The Bengals are ready to return the kick. Jones going to run this one out. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Bengals have it at the 24. Taylor's the one who brings them to the ground. Here comes the wide receiver in motion. Second down, 2 to go.
Hill's tackled down after a gain of 2.
Keep an eye today on Jeremy Hill.
I loved him coming out of LSU, and man, this guy can run. He can run over you. He can run around you. He can make you miss. He has got the potential to be one of the best running backs in the NFL.
The Bengals have it at the 34. The Bengals on offense here to start the second quarter. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. That's Dalton finding A.J. Green. That is how you draw it up, isn't it, Bill?
Oh, man, a quarterback loves guys that can make catches like this, and they're just so strong. They know how to zero in. They never lose concentration, and you never see them drop a pass.
Here's the football resting at the 43. This play set up by the long gainer.
Dalton, handoff. Taylor's there to make the tackle.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
Trying to beat the play clock. They'll stay on the ground on first down.
Dan picks up about 3.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
The Bengals will take the snap from the 25. And it's a catch by Eifert. Ayers, that time on the tackle. The offense picks up another first down and extends this drive.
They are, Jim. They're marching down the field, and I give all the credit to the offensive line. They are dominating the defense right now.
First down following the long play.
Could have been intercepted.
It's a nice play that time by the defense. The offense is inside your red zone. You got to stop them from scoring. That was a good job of swatting the football away.
Stepping up to the line at the 5.
Second and goal from the 5.
They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
Can they call a play the defense hasn't seen yet to this point today? So it's third and goal. Touchdown ties it. I can't wait to see what the offense decides to do.
And it's knocked down.
Gets tight down here in the red zone. So if you're a defender, read the quarterback. If you make a quick break on the football, hey, you get in a position like this and you can knock it down.
Chip shot here.
And he converts here on the field goal try. That field goal brings them closer to the lead here midway through the second quarter.
Yeah, and midway in the second quarter, players, they start watching that scoreboard, and just like the coaches, because they know halftime is looming, and they want to be in a good frame of mind when they go in at halftime.
The Giants offense coming back onto the field. It was a good drive for them the last time they had it, all the way down to the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, you know, in this game, Jim, it's all about momentum. And when you feel you got the momentum on your side, you got to take advantage of it. So now I think it's up to the offensive coordinator to call the right plays.
The Bengals will come out in the dime. Jennings going to secure the handoff. And Jennings brought down after picking up 6 on this play.
Defense is crowding the line of scrimmage. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
Has 12 on this play.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the box very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 2 tight ends on the field here. First down at the 41. They'll run it off the toss. They take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Well, even though it's late in the first half, I think this is a good job by the coach going to the hurry-up offense. Going to see if they can make a few plays and get down there and get some points.
This next play comes from the 30.
First down at the 30. Toss play to Jennings. That's a gain of 10.
So far, wonderful execution of this drive. When you get a chance to get out of bounds, here the offensive player got the yardage, had a chance, gets out of the bounds, stops the clock. Good job by the offense.
Eli Manning will take it from the center here. First down and 10. He gets into the end zone, capping off the long run. Getting close to the half, and they're giving their opponents a lot to talk about in the locker room.
Yeah, they are putting some kind of whipping on them here early in the game. I'll just say this for the defensive side that's losing. It's been terrible. So go in there at halftime, change what you're doing, and get back in this game.
Across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Bengals offense takes the field after putting together a nice drive on their last possession. They were finally stopped short of the end zone and had to settle for the field goal.
Yeah, they had to settle, but they did a lot of good stuff. And I know on the defensive side, they had them reeling. And now you got to go out there and take advantage of the fact that the defense was guessing last series. Keep them guessing. Nice job that time by the runner. Gets out of bounds after the play. You got under 2 minutes, and you need to stop the clock, so he gets it done.
Hill takes his spot in the backfield. First and 10. Marvin Jones makes the catch. Coming to the line right at the 50. Now first and 10. Dalton's going to take off with it. Into the open. Gains 12.
Good job that time by the ball carrier, picking up what he can, and he is very smart. Gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
The football is at the 38. Dalton's ready for the snap. Empty backfield.
Zebra. Hey, ride 20. Ride 20.
First and 10.
Very nearly intercepted.
Nice job that time by the defensive player. He is all over the receiver in this man-to-man coverage, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football.
The line of scrimmage is the 38-yard line. Second and 10. Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
The defense has really done a good job here in this drive. They got this offense in a third and long situation. Let's see if they can convert it.
Third and 10 coming up. Dalton will be taking this snap out of the pistol. The Bengals take it from the 38. The Bengals get a first down. That's reception number 2 for him.
Jim, they got momentum on their side right now. They are making everything work. That was a nice play. They pick up another first down, and they got a good drive going here.
Inside the 20 now at the 19.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
First down at the 19. Got hit on release. The Bengals come to the line with a bunch set. Second down and 10. Throws the pass. And it's picked off by Rodgers Cromartie.
This defensive coordinator, he is one aggressive dude. He keeps going after this offense, and finally he gets the interception inside their own 20-yard line and stops the offense from getting any points.
The Bengals defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. They run the counter play. Met by Johnson that time. That'll wrap up the second quarter here in the Queen City of Cincinnati. We'll be back in just a moment for the start of the second half. Welcome back, friends. Jim Nance and Phil Simms from Paul Brown Stadium for the call. And the third quarter is about to get underway. Josh Brown about to boot it down the field. The second half is officially underway. Jones is running this one out. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Bengals offense trots out onto the field looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to...
Ball is out, and the defense has it. An impact play here, Phil. Simms as the defense right at the start of the half gets the takeaway with the recovery.
That's what you like to see from your defense. Come out of the locker room, you got a little rest, and show some energy. They did that, and they caused a fumble. Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
Now Luga's able to read that play and make the hit.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation. Defense crowding the line of scrimmage. Look out, this could be a blitz.
Manning's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. And Williams is going to secure the football on the toss.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
3rd and 8 coming up. Williams lined up as the single back.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
The offense is still on the field right now. 4th down, and they'll need to pick up 2. The Bengals go with the dime formation here on defense.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
A sloppy 5-yard penalty on the false start. The Giants have the field goal team out there. The kick is good. Phil, they come out of the locker room with the lead and now add another field goal here early in the second half. Things aren't a-changing.
Yeah, they're not, Jim. And you know what they did? They just put more pressure on their opponents. By getting that field goal, it let their opponents know that we are not slowing down.
And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Bengals offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Now slashing to the right side, looking for room. Coming up, 2nd down. Dalton's going to be in the pistol here. Hill's got it on the handoff.
Well, I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a 3rd and long situation for the offense to know where those 1st down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the 1st down marker.
The Bengals will set up. The 36 is the 1st down line. The Bengals take it from the 23. Dalton's taking off. The ball is jarred loose.
Dalton's able to get outside the pocket that time, and it's a good job getting outside the pocket, but there's nowhere to throw it. The pass is incomplete.
Going for it on 4th down. Dalton's alone in the backfield. The Bengals have it at the 24. And it's batted down.
The Bengals decided to go for it on 4th down that time, and hey, it didn't pay off. And, of course, the coach, look at him now. He is second-guessing his decision.
The Giants have extended their halftime lead, and they haven't wasted any time in doing so as they continue to motor up and down the field.
You know, this is what you got to do in this league now. When it's going well on the offensive side, don't slow down. Don't get conservative. Keep it going. Try to score points and just dominate the other team.
2nd down and 2.
Gets the handle here.
Third down on the way. Double tight end formation.
Toss to the outside. And gains about 1.
Marines trying to find a way to pick up that short yardage situation on 3rd down, but the defense does an outstanding job, especially the defensive line. Nowhere to run and no 1st down.
We're heading into the 4th, and it looks like they've seized control of this game with that field goal.
I think they have. And you know what you do? You kick that field goal, you're looking up at the clock, and you're deciding how many times Can the opponent have the football? What should we do? Manage the game from here on out.
The Bengals back out there on offense. Their last drive, they had 4th down on their own side of midfield. They decided to go for it instead of punting the football away. We both were wondering why.
Oh, man, some people just never learn. They keep going forward on 4th down when they're in their own territory, and it always backfires. And what do you expect? Well, I know what you can expect, another loss. You just got to be smart with your decision-making when you're managing a football game.
The Bengals have a tough road ahead of them. Dalton's just been awful to this point.
Wow, he has been shaky. There's no doubt about it. Pass protection is there. The receivers look pretty sharp running down the field, but he's not accurate. And when you're not accurate...
Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie makes that pickoff.
Heading into the 4th, and this offense just wants to forget about this effort.
Yeah, Jim, that's the best thing you can do. Forget about what you did on that field today. Go back to practice next week. Start over and see if you can just play better in the next game.
Hey, the offense has a chance to do something with this drive.
The Giants are at the line of scrimmage and loading up that line with an extra tight end.
And Jennings is brought down. They're going to the hurry-up offense, and they're back to the line quickly.
The Giants have it at the 24.
They knock him down behind the line of scrimmage.
The Giants will take the snap from the 25.
Knocked down as he fires it.
Well, that's not the worst thing that can happen to you in a situation like this. As long as the football was not intercepted, that's okay.
Offense back on the field here for this 4th and 10 play.
Shane Vereen lined up in the backfield. The Giants will take the snap from the 25.
Intercepted by Reggie Nelson.
A good play at last by the defense, but they needed to be making those plays earlier before the game got away from them.
Yeah, they sure did, but listen, they finally made a play. Now it's up to the quarterback. Come out on the field, and let's see you make a play and get this team back in the game.
Dalton's going to scramble.
Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie has an interception.
They throw a pick here, Phil, and they'll be very pleased that we're nearing the final quarter so they can get this one over.
You know, sometimes when you're losing like this and you're playing so bad, you just feel like you can't get the game over with. It's amazing how it just keeps dragging on. And this has been a bad day, and like you said, Jim, it just continues.
They're going to the hurry.
I think these linebackers are moving around because they're going to try to blitz the quarterback.
Vereen is stopped there. Playing press coverage to the outside.
The Giants take it from the 23.
And the catch by Shane Vereen. Just when they needed it at last to hit on a 3rd down conversion.
Good job by the offense here with the good lead in the second half, picking up that 1st down, and that's what you want to do. Take your time, look at the play clock, take it down as low as you can, and keep picking up those 1st downs.
He'll take the snap, the first here in the 4th quarter.
Ball is out.
Not able to get away from Dunlap. What a lucky break this time. They fumble, but they recover it and maintain possession.
NFL teams, the offense, every single day they work with anybody that's going to handle the football. How to hold it, he didn't do a good job that time. That's why he fumbled.
3rd and 5 following the incompletion.
Vereen, the lone setback this time.
Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
1st down by the offense in the red zone, and, you know, if you're on the defensive side, you don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
1st and goal.
They run the counter play. Press coverage all the way. Wasting little time.
2nd and goal from the 7.
Looking across the middle, and it's swatted away.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with the pass, and if it is a pass, I will look for something quick.
coming up to the line at the 7.
The defensive line now spreading out. I think they want to try to pressure the quarterback.
Jams it across the goal line for the touchdown. That touchdown, just a little more insurance to what already was a sizable lead, Phil.
Yeah, what a job. You know, look, they had a lot of insurance already in the bank, man. They have controlled the tempo of this game from start to right here in this period early in the fourth. And now if the defense just has anything, if they stop the opponents on this drive, this game is over.
Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
The Bengals offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
On target with Tyler Eifert. Time for the hurry-up offense.
Ready. Blue 10.
First down at the 36.
Jeremy Hill has the catch. The pass play picks up only 2. So now it's second down and 8 following the completion.
Ready.
Had it, but dropped it.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
It'll be third down.
It's Bernard in the backfield.
Wide 20. Wide 20.
Two hands on the football and has the catch. They come to the line, and it's first down. Getting set as fast as they can.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals. There wasn't much there that time, so good job by the quarterback just throwing the ball and getting the catch and just getting a couple yards.
That little throw was good for only 3, so it's now second down and 7.
380. 380.
Sanu with the catch. They'll mark him at the 22.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
From the gun, Dalton. And give that reception to A.J. Green. Green's met after a gain of 13.
Anytime your team is down, you're inside the other team's red zone, you look for one of your star players, your quarterback, wide receiver, or running back. They need to make a big play here.
No margin for error from just outside the goal line. Touchdown, and they get one back.
Man, the defense has to be down in something like this. They allow the offense to score that touchdown in the red zone. My God, you only have such a small part of the field to defend, and they just didn't get the job done that time.
Handoff made.
Nice job by the defense that time, stopping a two-point conversion. It is so tough from the 2-yard line. So many things to think about on the defensive side, but they were ready that time.
They won't recover the onside kick. The hands team does his job. The Giants offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. A solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, what a productive day so far for the offense. They're mixing it up well. They got confidence. The quarterback's throwing it well. This is a very good game so far.
Jennings lined up directly behind the quarterback here. First down at the 42.
And it's Ray Maualuga who makes the hit. Now the offense in their hurry-up. Second down and 7. Launching it deep. Another takeaway.
And no return as this goes for a touchback.
They could have used a few more of those plays earlier, partner. As it stands here in the fourth, it's way too late for them to turn things around.
Yeah, it's been a bad day for everything on the football team. The defense has had a rough day. Yeah, that interception helps a little bit, but here comes the offense on the field, and they have had an awful day.
First down at the 20. Dalton over to Eifert. They're going to the hurry. Back to the line now.
Blue 10. Blue 10.
The Bengals from the 37.
Ayers has the sack.
Man, this defensive end, Jim, he is some talent. That time, good job, makes the move, shows the speed, and gets around there and gets the sack.
This will probably be the last play before the 2-minute warning here in the final quarter.
Green's there to catch the ball that had a lot of heat on it.
2 minutes remaining in the game. First down here. After the long gain, let's see what they do here.
Dalton's got it in the gun. Dalton over to Eifert. 6th catch today so far. As the numbers show you, this is a tight end who has been dominant throughout this game, Phil.
Well, it used to be you would grow up, you'd want to be a running back. Then it changed. Now you grow up to want to be a quarterback or a wide receiver. Now we have a group of kids that are growing up. They want to be tight ends because we are seeing they can be great on the field.
Breaking huddle and coming to the line at the 17-yard line.
He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Almost intercepted.
Good job that time by the defensive player. He reads the quarterback, gets in position down near his own end zone, knocks that pass down.
Dalton from the shotgun.
The offense back out on the field here for this 4th and short play.
Dalton's running away from the pressure. And now Dalton slides down.
It's not as easy as it looks. That quarterback, good job of sliding before he takes the hit that time.
Stepping up, ready to spring into action at the 8.
First and goal. Dalton's on the move. Taylor's there to make the tackle. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
Dalton's now going to leave the pocket, makes the grab, touchdown.
Nice throw by the quarterback that time. Put it right on the money. Not a big window. It doesn't matter to him today. Great control of the football. Put it right in there for the touchdown.
Driving extra point is good.
The Bengals now getting ready to kick it away.
And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line.
The Giants offense takes the field, and they're looking to kneel this game out. How great a feeling was it to take the field, Phil, knowing you had just to take a knee and then you could celebrate?
Oh, it's the best. You get in the huddle, you can smile at each other, but the one thing you do talk about, Jim, make sure you protect the quarterback and don't let somebody come in and get a cheap hit on him before he can kneel down and end this game. Well, this is not a surprise, Jim. This is what you do. You run the football, you play the clock. This is called managing the game, and it's all up to the head coach getting this done.
And now they'll try over again on second down. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Manning's looking to go down the field here. Almost intercepted that time.
Just not a good decision by the quarterback. I mean, maybe on the sidelines they keep calling the wrong plays, but he's attacking the strength of this cover 2 defense. Don't do that. Throw where they're not. That's deep down the middle.
3rd down and 7. And there's a drop. Well, Phil, I enjoyed watching the game with you, and how about a final thought about that victory?
Well, you know, Jim, I wish I could say the same, that I enjoyed spending these last 3 hours with you, but that's just not the case. But, no, just kidding, of course. Nice win. They got to feel good about what they've done and celebrate a little tonight.
I think I'll see you next week, maybe. For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're getting set for an AFC North matchup as we join you from Heinz Field.
Two incredibly dangerous tight ends getting ready to create problems for the opposing defenses in this matchup, Phil.
Man, when you're a quarterback, there is nothing like having a good tight end because, you know why? Because he's close to you. So it doesn't take great skill to throw the ball 5 or 6 yards from where you're at to a tight end who can catch it nowadays. And not only just catch the ball, gets about 10 or 15 extra yards running with it.
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
Jim, I think this is a blitz. Look how close everybody is to the line of scrimmage.
Roethlisberger and Miller with that combination. Here's a player who basically lives at the Steelers complex. Antonio Brown. He'll outwork everybody.
You said it right. He is the hardest worker on the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it shows. That's why he's productive on the field.
2nd down and 8.
Williams got it. Screenplay. Ball's the one who made the big stop.
Quarterback should have never thrown it that time. Even though he completes the pass, he should have seen the defense was right there. A loss of a couple yards.
3rd down. It's a 2 tight end formation.
It's complete to Martavis Bryant.
First down on the way. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Let's see how they back up the big play here.
It's on target to Martavis Bryant.
So they complete one, and still it's 2nd down.
The Steelers approach the line, and they're going with their jumbo package. Roethlisberger with the give.
Williams is a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
The Bengals defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. D'Angelo Williams with the grab.
This will be 2nd down.
Roethlisberger's lining up in the pistol. Bryant's going to pull in the bullet pass. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown. The lead is theirs now after that trip to the end zone. That gives them some momentum here at the start, Phil.
Yeah, listen, halfway through the first quarter, you score that touchdown. Now you're leading in the game. Boy, that's a great place to be. And also, I know it's early, but it puts the pressure on the opposition right away.
Jones is going to test the coverage this time. Going to take it the distance.
There is nothing like a good return when you talk about special teams. Good blocking, the speed of the returner gets down the field, and after that tackle, now they have good starting field position.
Here they come to the 41-yard line. The Steelers with a nickel look here on defense. First down at the 41. Hills taking the handoff. And that's good for only a yard or 2.
2nd down following the run.
Will go ground. Hills
taken down at the 26.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
Set up now at the 26. First down at the 26. Hill's called on once again. Snapping the football from the 28. They bring in the extra tight end. 2nd and 12. Jones has got it on a pass that had some heat. We watched him in practice this week, Phil. Practicing plays inside the 20. Let's see what they come out with their first opportunity today inside the red zone.
Well, you've said it many times. This is where you win or lose the football game. They got the quarterback and receivers to make it happen. Well, that last play almost got them in here. And when you look at this, what do? Well, you just want to punch it in. There's a lot of different scenarios. You could do a play-action fake, probably get somebody wide open, or have a running back just jump over the top for the touchdown.
Coming to the line at the 3.
Look out. The defense is showing a blitz here.
The Steelers lined up in the nickel. And the second quarter is underway.
And he's in for the touchdown.
Phil, we're early second quarter, and things suddenly are all back to square one. All tied up after that touchdown.
This game is shaping up to be something special. I like the feel of it. It's exciting. Can't wait to see what happens here in the rest of this quarter.
And he's across the 10, and that's about it. He's tackled at the 15-yard line. The Steelers preparing to get things going again on offense. They took it all the way on their previous possession, mostly getting it done through the air.
Yeah, they got the leader, don't they? That quarterback, he takes control of the situation when he goes out on the field. And I know that defense, they had great respect for him. Now they fear him. That's a tough spot to be in on the defensive side.
Finds his mark. Reggie Nelson makes the tackle. The Steelers are tied up right now, and part of what's been working for them is the passing game. Roethlisberger's play has been spectacular.
Boy, spectacular. That's right. That is the word for it. He's throwing the football well. He does have good wide receivers. And how about the offensive line? Let's give them a lot of credit. They are doing a fantastic job.
Williams has got it on the toss. Roethlisberger's setting up now in the pistol. 2nd and 10. Bryant's got it on a pass, had some heat on it.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down. Look at that. Everybody at the line of scrimmage, the defense showing a blitz.
They're going back up top. Brown's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
And it's Reggie Nelson in on that last play.
When you make hustle plays like this on the defensive side, it can change the game. Look like a sure touchdown, but the defensive player hustles, gets the tackle right before he goes in the end zone.
He is in for the touchdown.
Ah, you just love it as a quarterback. You get down in there and it's first and goal. If you score, now you don't have to sweat the fact that, man, what are we going to do if it gets to third down? You don't have to worry about it. Good run, nice touchdown.
The Bengals are ready to return the kick.
And now Tate. And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20.
The Bengals coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do. So I think it's very important to stay aggressive in this situation.
First down at the 20. Dalton's on the move. Looking to go deep, but it's incomplete.
Dalton's athletic enough to get out of the pocket. That's a really good job by him. But you have to give the defense a lot of credit. They shut down all the receivers.
Second down.
The Steelers defense now is going to go nickel.
Dalton over to Eifert. And he's going to be tackled right around the 37. They send the tight end in motion.
Hill's going to take the handoff now. They'll mark him at the 40.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play. Running back in motion here.
They're going to run it on the toss. Gains 5.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
3rd and 2 here after the run. Playing press coverage to the outside.
And now here's the toss.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Two minutes to go in the first half and a first down.
2-minute warning. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down.
Dalton will be taking the snap out of the pistol.
Blue 10. Blue 10. Go.
Oh, and almost picked off that time.
Well, the quarterback can't get him open. He threw to the right guy that time, but the coverage was so good by the defense, nowhere to get the completion.
It's now second down.
Hill takes his spot in the backfield.
And he hauls it in. He's tackled at the 30.
That's his first reception today.
If you want to keep your place on the offense, then catch the pass and break a tackle and get some extra yards. That's what the guy did on that play. Nice job by him. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Dalton's going to take off with it. What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete.
Hey, he's one of those guys. If he drops a pass or makes a mistake on the field, he doesn't make excuses. He knows no matter what the circumstances are, if you get your hands on the football as a receiver in the NFL, everybody expects you to make the catch.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. Second down and 10.
And it's caught by Marvin Jones. Shazier's there to take it down.
When you have an offense like this that just keeps getting first downs, not only are they moving in scoring position, but they're giving their defense a lot of rest.
First and goal from the 9. And it's knocked down.
Things get tight down here in the red area. I got to give the defensive man a lot of credit, though. In position, sees the ball thrown, and is able to get that hand up there and knock it down.
What a drive this has been. Press coverage all the way. Second and goal from the 9. The Bengals are in the end zone for the touchdown. Boy, things suddenly feel a lot different as that touchdown ties things, Phil, right before the intermission.
Oh, yeah, it just changes everything. It puts one team in a funk because they let the other team tie it up. And, of course, when you're the team that's behind and you score that touchdown to tie it up before halftime, man, that makes you feel great.
Jones going to make the fair catch this time. The Steelers will be trying to make it 3 successful drives in a row as they retake the field here on offense, partner.
They got a great feeling from the offense so far. In other words, they're confident, they feel good, so you need to keep calling plays. They keep the offensive players in a positive frame of mind. You do that, hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see them march down here and score again.
Roethlisberger set in the pistol. First down at the 20. This is dropped.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
Roethlisberger standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Pass is intercepted. A late second quarter interception could certainly change the tenor of this game, Phil, as we head near halftime.
Oh, it really can. I'll tell you, the game, it's tied, all that. You're thinking the worst that's going to happen to us. We're going to go in at halftime tied. And now, all of a sudden, if this offense can take advantage of this opportunity, that will change everything going inside.
Hills tackled down at the 32.
I like this decision by the coach to go with the hurry-up offense here late in the first half. You can't be worried about making mistakes. Sometimes you got to be aggressive.
The Bengals now move the chains. The Bengals signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. The offense coming to the line inside the opponent's 20. An extra tight end on the field for this one. First down at the 18. Hills handed the football.
Well, we got a close game here right before half. Good job by the offense deciding to go into hurry-up offense. What you need here, as many plays as you can get and use up as little time as possible. Well, but there's under 2 minutes to go. Good job by the offensive ball carrier that time. He knows he can get no more yards. He steps out of bounds and stopped the clock.
From inside the red zone. Looks like they're in press coverage here. So first and goal to go. Almost intercepted.
That's a nice play that time by the defense. The offense is inside your red zone. You got to stop them from scoring. That was a good job of swatting the football away.
Breaking huddle at the 6. The Steelers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Second and goal from the 6. It's Jones.
If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to throw it, let them. If they do, of course it'll be a touchdown. They're trying to confuse the offense here. Look at everybody crowding the line of scrimmage.
Third and goal at the 2. He'll throw it over the middle. Could have been intercepted.
Gets tight down here in the red zone. So if you're a defender, read the quarterback. You make a quick break on the football. Hey, you get in a position like this, you can knock it down.
And taking the lead just before the half will definitely have them feeling a little more positive as they head into the break.
Oh, yeah, it gives you a little pep in your step, no question about it. Nothing like leading at halftime, knowing that all the work you did during the week has got you in a good frame of mind right now.
The Steelers are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
And he comes down. No, the defender tips it out. The first half is complete. Larry Ridley is ready to take things over back in our studios. And you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Bengals come out to open up the second half, and they were hitting on all cylinders in the first half, Phil.
Yeah, be smart here in the second half, Jim. When you start out, just find out what the defense is thinking, and once you get a feeling about what they're going to do, then you start taking some chances.
First down at the 19. And incomplete pass that time as he threw it short. Second and 10. Dalton sends it to Green.
That's what you want to do. Just get a first down, especially when you're on top. Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. First down at the 43. And it's A.J. who hauls it in. The Steelers come out in a dime package. The Bengals snap it at the 41. Scans the field. A near interception that time by Boykin.
Interesting situation here for the offense. They got a lead here in the second half, but it's third and long, and always like to say. The football is in the hands of the quarterback, so he has to be smart. If he tries to force it down the field, I do not like his chances.
On the way, third down. The Bengals line up. First down marker right at the 47-yard line. Very nearly intercepted.
The Bengals put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on third and long, and they were ready for it.
The Steelers talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
And it's caught by Miller.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. When you're running fast, you have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
Second down and 6. Looking long. Makes the play one-handed.
The Steelers did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and you know, you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. playing press coverage to the outside. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
Roethlisberger over to Antonio Brown.
When you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here.
It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The line of scrimmage is the 14.
Halfway through the third quarter.
To Williams. Ray Maualuga in on that last tackle. Hurry up, 2-minute offense. D'Angelo Williams. Johnson's all over the ball carrier.
Williams is looking for a place to run, but there is nowhere to go. The offensive line just gets dominated. Good job by the defensive line that time.
The kick is through for 3.
Well, we're getting into the critical part of the game, and the teams are back on level ground after the field goal here in the third quarter.
Anytime you get in the second half, and especially a situation like this where the game is tied, you are now thinking about the clock, how to manage your football team, and find a way to win this game.
The Bengals stalled on their last drive, forced to punt. So now the offense comes back out onto the field.
Yeah, they're coming back out. They lack confidence, and I understand why. They came out, couldn't get anything done. The defense was flying around making the plays. They got to change the tempo of this game.
The Steelers with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. The Bengals will take the snap from the 25.
Allen's all over that offense and brings him down.
The Bengals offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens to run, loses yards, that's just a bad job by the offensive line.
Second down and 12. Bernard looking for a lane. That last play was a run. Third down coming up. No time to waste. They hurry to the line.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Green's got it, and a first. He's going to be brought down, and that's going to be a 3-and-out for this offense.
Good job by the defense, staying in the right spots. They give up the short pass. They make the tackle, and now we have fourth down coming up.
Offense still on the field here on fourth down, and they'll need to pick up 4 for the first.
The defensive line, they're all talking, they're all shifting to the right.
Set up screen to Bernard. The ball is fumbled. Mitchell's there to make the stop.
Good job by the defense that time, creating a fumble. And that is truly a takeaway because that hard hit took the football away from the runner.
Press coverage all the way. First down at the 44. Williams up the middle. Gets about 9 on the play.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Second and short following the run.
The Steelers have the football as the fourth quarter gets started. Final quarter underway now with this snap.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
They're able to move the chains after that last run.
Williams lines up as the single back here.
Two tight ends on the field here.
And Williams is going to secure the handoff.
Coming to the line at the 27.
The Steelers step up to the line, employing now their jumbo package. Finds Brown.
Always manage the football game. You got to be thinking about it all the time if you're the quarterback. It's a tie game. You're down in here in the red zone. Be careful with the football. You at least want to get 3 points out of this.
The line of scrimmage right at the 9.
They go screen with Williams.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. Williams' second touchdown of the game.
Good job that time by the offense, scoring that touchdown and putting them ahead. And when you get ahead in a football game, the National Football League, it makes you relax and you play better.
The Bengals are ready to return the kick.
Jones going to test the coverage here. And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line.
The Bengals just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done. So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
The Steelers set at the line, dime package.
Second down and 10. Intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Steelers offensive unit back onto the field here. Last time they had the ball, partner, they took it to the house.
Yeah, they were doing everything well, running and throwing the football like you said. And what do you do as a coordinator? You don't even know what to call because that play sheet, everything is working on it. Keep the momentum and keep this defense off balance.
Williams is tackled down.
Steelers running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
Midway through the fourth quarter. Takes it out of the eye. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
Good job that time by the defense. They're down. It's in the fourth quarter. They are expecting the offense to run the football, and they stop it for a couple yards.
It's third down coming up. The clock's really become a factor here, and the defense knows it has to get off the field as soon as possible to give the team a chance. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Good job by the defense. They're well taught, well schooled by the defensive coordinator. They know in situations like this, if it's thrown short of the first down marker, they're good. They come up, make the tackle. Now we have fourth down.
And lining up for a 44-yard field goal. And they're going to call a timeout here to stop the clock.
44-yard field goal attempt coming up.
good. No good.
I think it's easy to see why he missed his field goal wide, Jim. Look, as he put his plant foot down, it just got too close to the football in bad position, and that's why he missed it wide.
First down. Pressure on every snap now. This game is closing in on a finish, and the defense can make one play and basically end the game.
And he is tackled at the 44.
That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
Every play is huge now. Second down on the way.
Double tight end formation.
The Bengals have it at the 44. Got the completion. And he's on the sidelines out of bounds.
In the NFL, it's all about situations now. You're down. There's under 2 minutes to go. Good job by the offensive player. He picks up some good yards and then gets out of bounds and stops the clock.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
He's got the catch. And at the 25, he'll be brought down.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
The Bengals come to the line of scrimmage with 2 timeouts to play with.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Now on first down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. It's Bernard in the backfield.
First down and 10.
Complete. Just couldn't hold on to it after the hit.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
Second down, late in the fourth quarter. Dalton's going to be in the pistol here.
Second and 10.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And Gay's there that time for the tackle.
A huge third down play on the way.
You know, you go to the hurry-up offense so you can get a high number of plays in, but also you don't want to use the timeout. Did you see linebacker?
Wow, what a time. Touchdown near the end of this one.
Green's able to deliver the goods just when they had to have it. The touchdown pass to tie the game in the late stages.
We see him come through so many times in these pressure situations. And what poise, what an arm, and he got it done.
Fair catch this time. And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20.
The Steelers offense takes the field here. Looking for some late game magic here, partner, with the game tied late.
Yeah, you're looking for magic, but also be careful. The one thing I like about the NFL now, all the teams have so many plays to start the drive. And what I mean by that, it's just not a screen or a draw. They have all these wide receiver screens. You throw it outside. I don't want to call them trick plays, but deceptive plays that make it easy for you and give you a little momentum.
That's a gain of 7. The Steelers are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. That was a nice reception, but not enough for the first down. Second down coming up.
Roethlisberger comes out in the pistol.
Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
When you're going against a good quarterback and receiver in the NFL now, one of the ways to stop it is tight man-to-man coverage. You against him.
The Bengals in a tie game will call a timeout. They clearly want the ball back with a chance to do something. The Steelers come to the line, fourth quarter, with 2 timeouts remaining.
Quarters formation here for the defense.
The Steelers from the 27. Antonio Brown has the catch.
That timeout by the offense. Looks like they're in press coverage here.
The Bengals will, of course, call the timeout now to stop the clock.
First and 10.
The reception by Antonio Brown. The Steelers call for a timeout. They want to talk it over on what should be coming up, the final play of the game.
Now first and 10.
Launches it down the field. And it's incomplete. Had to look to the end zone, but the defense comes up huge on the final play to preserve the victory.
The Bengals are ready to return the kick.
Jones got it. And he's met head-on right there at the 20. The Bengals offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for him. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out. They got it done.
Here's the handoff. Bernard out to the right. He's brought down at the 25-yard line.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
And it's now second down and 5 after running it on first down.
Handoff. Bernard looking for a lane.
The defense looking for one more stop here on third down after that run.
Room to work. Gains 13. Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line. It's Bernard in the backfield.
First and 10.
Eifert had it, but couldn't hold on as this goes incomplete.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, they can make a big play.
Dalton's lining up in the pistol.
Second down and 10.
And it's a hookup with Marvin Jones. Here's the football marked at the 47.
First down and 10.
The give. Mitchell's in on the tackle.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. The quarterback motions the wide receiver.
The Bengals take it from the 38. Shazier's able to read that play and make the hit.
Steelers defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
Now looking at third down. Dalton's lined up, 2 tight ends set.
Halfway into the overtime period. Marvin Jones makes the catch.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. First down here after the completion.
They'll run it here. And Bernard is brought down after a gain of only 1.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive.
And now we reach the 2-minute warning.
Heading to the line at the 22.
It's Bernard in the backfield. The Bengals from the 22.
He'll get it again.
And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
The best way to keep the other offense on the sidelines is just keep marching down the field and picking up those first downs. What a good job by the offense.
This long drive continues. First and 10.
Staying with the ground. That picks up 11.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
First and goal. And the immediate handoff to the fullback.
No need to huddle. Hurry up offense.
Second and goal from the 1. That brings the play to an end.
When you get third and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
Mounting a serious drive. Playing press coverage to the outside.
The Steelers with a nickel look here on defense. Third and goal from the 1. It's a walk-off touchdown beyond belief.
How about that? The fullback scores the touchdown. He does all the blocking, gets beat up all the time, but nothing like getting the football where you can. Done.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.